Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we're going to start another new topic. Woo! And it is chemistry. I haven't wrote it here, but it doesn't matter. Okay, before I continue, no, I will still give math videos. Don't worry. With some background math things covered, we're going to start chemistry. Woo! Okay, so before we get to all those hard stuff, let's go through a little basic stuff. Matter. Matter is something that contains mass and fills up space. There are three types of phases, or three types of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. We are very familiar with this, and I bet you heard this a billion times, especially solid or liquid or gas, all three of them. Okay, so we know what these are then, but we still can review, obviously. Solid is something that has a fixed volume and a fixed shape, like this ice cube, and it especially doesn't move unless you push it or something, but it doesn't move on its own. Liquid is something that has a fixed shape but not a fixed volume. So like it will have a little bit of a fixed shape and it will move. Gas does not have any fixed shape or fixed volume. It will fill up its container. You can try this at your home. And you all might be thinking, Uzair, what is volume? Well, we haven't talked that in geometry yet, but we don't need to calculate volumes, which what we'll do in geometry. So all we can know is it's like the area, but it applies to 3D spaces, like your own room. Okay, there are changes that we can make to the phase. Something that moves from one phase to another phase, like this ice melting, is called a physical change. Okay, so it changes physically. Like physical change is suppose you boil some water or you melt ice. The water is still there. This is still H2O. If you didn't know, water has two hydrogen molecules and one oxygen molecule. But the chemical change, let me write here, will be that we will change molecules. Let's see this. We have two hydrogen gases and one oxygen gases. If we mix them together, we make water molecules. So, water molecules have mu bonds, which you can notice because you will notice that these bonds were stuck to their own atoms. Now they formed a new molecule. And this is also a new substance. This is the chemical formula. Okay. Elements can't break down like this. A water is like a molecule. It's called a molecule. Okay, this is the structure. We'll talk it more when we talk about Vespers theory. Okay, so the water molecule, it's called a molecule because it will still be water. An element like hydrogen gases and oxygen gases, can't go further. Some molecules of them can break down, but those are for later. Water is not an element, it's a compound. So, if we mix a compound and react it with another compound, like these water molecules, we will get one oxygen gas molecule and two hydrogen gases. These are the elements that they will break through. But there is something called a mixture that can, do all these stuff. A mixture has two types. Homogeneous, where this is a mixture that's like sugar and water. They look the same, while mixed, they look the same, and they fill up, and the sugar just go inside the water molecule. They go inside instead of just floating around because of a thing called density. We'll learn more about density when we get to physics. Heterogeneous is something like oil plus water. Yes, these are mixtures, but these are special kinds of mixtures. They are heterogeneous mixtures. Means that they don't just dissolve. Water doesn't dissolve. The oil makes another layer. Okay. This is also because of density. Again, more on this in physics, So, matter has two types. It's not only pure, the full name, I won't get the space. So this has two types, element and compound. A mixture will be homogeneous. It's a long name, I know. And heterogeneous. Okay. So that's all pretty much there is to it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!